All right, so our first live party by Courtney. How fun is this going to be? I'm so excited you guys are with me tonight. And for right now, for training purposes, I have muted all of you. And I'm asking that you guys just hold on tight before you pop your little faces up there so I can see everybody so that you get the biggest screenshot picture of me as you can. Not because you want to see me, but because I want you to be able to see what I'm going to show you as far as party presentation. So tonight, I'm not going to do a formal training on party presentation. I'm going to talk to you from my heart, and I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I do at a party. This is exactly what I do. And for those of you who have been to my parties, you know this is exactly what I do. So first and foremost, I want to tell you that I love parties. Parties are my passion. Parties are so fun because that is a place where you are going to make connections that are going to just catapult you into this amazing amount of success and these fabulous relationships, and it's just such a phenomenal experience. I'll tell you that the biggest key to having a successful party is to have fun. It's to have fun. And not only do you want to have fun, but you want your guests having fun. And if they're having fun and you're having fun, everything else is going to be super, super easy. So we talked about way back in our very first 210-1 training call, we talked about having that success mindset and how that is positivity in action. Well, I will tell you that people are not going to want to have a party with you. They're not going to want to book with you if your party's not fun. So I try to make sure that my parties are fun. I have fun. They have fun. Everybody's having fun. People want to book parties because they want to have more fun. So fun is key. The second piece, I think, to having a very successful party is in your hostess coaching. And I did a little 210-1 video training about hostess coaching, and I would encourage you guys to definitely check that out if you haven't, because I show you in there my hostess pack. I tell you how I do my hostess coaching, everything that's included, the conversations that I have. I do all of my hostess coaching live so that I'm able to see them, we're able to talk about things, and that's my first initial connection with that hostess, and the time with her is so valuable. And I also make sure that this is the third key to having a really successful party, is that I am prepared and my hostess is prepared. A hostess who does not know the expectations is not a happy hostess. And I will tell you that as a consultant, I need to make sure that I'm prepared, that I'm showing up confident, and I need to know without a shadow of a doubt that my hostess is also feeling confident. She's less stressed, I'm less stressed, and we're able to have fun, which is what we want to have. So I'm going to tell you guys that I am passionate about the party, but there are a lot of different ways to do parties. And if you are doing things in your party presentation right now that are working for you, don't stop doing them. I would tell you that you need to keep doing the things that you're doing that are working for you. And you may say, Courtney, I'm not going to do any of that, or I don't take that many products, or I take way more products, or I don't agree with that. It is totally up to you. This is your business. You are the CEO of your business, and you can run your business any way you choose. I'm going to share with you what I do. It's been successful for me. It's working for me. And this is how I'm actually doing my parties this summer. So to start with that, I'm going to share with you guys that I do a party presentation at my parties. I very, 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 very rarely ever do an open house style party. And that's because it's really hard for me to make sure that I'm getting future bookings and I'm getting to share information like the opportunity at an open house style show. So I do a party presentation, and I talk about that with my hostess in our hostess coaching session. So she knows that this is what we're going to do because I want to maximize what she gets for free. She's having a party because she wants free stuff, because she wants to have fun. Well, I'm going to make it fun, and I'm going to make sure she gets a bunch of free stuff, but we're going to have a party presentation. And part of what I let her know is how long that party presentation is going to last. I want her to know that I'm not going to drag it out for 2 hours. No, I want to be in and out of her house within 2.5 hours. That's my goal for every single party. That's from me walking in the door to doing my party presentation to having that one-on-one checkout, packing up, making sure she understands her hostess rewards and credits, and me out the door. That is it. I don't want to spend any longer than that. And if I could do it in 2 hours, I would do it in 2. So I make sure that she is very, very clear on the expectations before the party ever happens, because I want her to know that that party presentation is key and that it's going to start about 10 minutes after her guests arrive. So for me, I don't do a party setup, and you're going to see in just a second exactly how I walk into my party. So I walk into my party about maybe 10 minutes before it starts. I just say hi to the hostess, see how she's doing, and then I'm there in enough time that I can answer the door as her guests arrive. I make sure that I kind of filter them into the kitchen so that they can get something to eat, something to drink, so they can sit down. I let them know my name, and that way the hostess is aware of the fact, that I'm answering the door, that I'm taking care of her guests. She can be in there. She can be less stressed. She can know that she can kind of mingle with all of them. And then a few minutes later, I kind of give her the, are you ready for me to start? And she'll gather everybody into whatever room we're going to do our party presentation, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So the hostess is completely aware of the expectation, and her guests are going to be fine with having a party presentation. They are. It's just going to be the way that it is. And the parties that you book from those parties, they're going to know that you do party presentations, and so it's going to continue to roll like that. There are a few different types of party presentations that I use. I don't always do the exact same kind of party, but what I do try to do is minimize the amount of work that I have to do on my end before the party happens as far as prep goes. I want to make sure that I don't have 18 different party presentations that I pull from and that the prep is going to be complicated for me because I'm busy. I mean, I have 3 kids and a husband, and I still work part-time as a speech therapist, and I don't want to spend 2 hours setting up for my parties. I used to do that. I used to go through all my products, and I don't do that anymore. It takes me a little bit of time to get things ready, but it's really not that bad. And the key is, I think, is making sure that you are really comfortable with your party presentation and that you know how to pack for them. So there's 2 versions of parties that I usually do in the fall. One is a Name That Tune party presentation, and the other one is, I call it the mashed up purse party. But basically what I'm doing is I am giving a letter, saying a letter. Everybody at the party goes into their purse, their personal purse, to find something that starts with that letter. I hand out tickets, and then I share what that letter means for me, and then the products that go with that letter. Now, the cool thing about the Name That Tune party that I do and the mashed up purse party that I do is that I do the exact same products in the exact same order for both party presentations. It's exactly the same. So the song selections that I have, so I'll record them and I have them on my phone. I play the song, they guess what it is, and then that song is a reminder for me to share something that I want to share with them and some products that I want to share with them. It's the exact same format as the Mashed Up Purse Party. Those are both on our team website, 30wonderfuls.com. So make sure that you're visiting. There's all kinds of other party presentations on there too. But those are the ones that I use the most in the fall months because I'm doing a lot of parties. It's a super, super, super easy party presentation for me to pack up. And I know that I can do one or the other very quickly. I'm going to be able to move my guests through. They're excited about it. They love it. It works out great. Okay, the party presentation that I'm doing this summer is a presentation that I did a few years ago, actually. And what I love about this is that, summer times are very busy. And we're all about connections, and we're all about making people's lives simpler. And I want to make sure that my party presentation is simple this summer, just because I am a busy girl on the go, but so are my hostesses and my customers. And I also want to be sure that I'm able to offer some theme party ideas for some of my hostesses this summer to keep it fun and fresh. And so, for example, next week I'm having one of my parties by the pool at one of my hostesses is moving into a brand new apartment complex, and she's so excited. And so she wants to have her party by the pool because she's afraid her apartment won't be quite ready. So I want to make sure that my party presentation is simple. Having a purse party, the mashed up purse party, or Name That Tune party by the pool isn't really going to work as well as the party presentation I'm going to share with you tonight. So the party presentation that I'm going to share with you tonight is super simple. This is exactly how I do it. I started doing this party presentation right at the end of April, very beginning of May, and I will use this for the next couple months, and then I'll switch into that Name That Tune, Mashed Up Purse Party. I'll do those through the holidays, and then in January, again, I posted this on our team website, I do a New Year's resolution party. It's really fun for January. It's very fresh, and everybody loves it. So I would really encourage you guys to check that out, and of course, if there's something else that you're doing, do whatever works for you. Okay, so in being prepared for your party, you want to make sure that you're packed up and that you know what you packed. Okay, so I don't memorize the name, the price, the item number of every single product. I mean, I do know the names of the products, but I don't memorize all those things. I do, though, know what I'm going to bring before I arrive at a show. So I don't just, show up not having any idea what's going on. There is a rhyme and reason to everything that I do. Okay, so I've already had this great hostess coaching experience with my hostess, and we are ready to go. We're rocking and rolling, and it's about 10 minutes before the party is getting ready to start, and I am getting ready to show you how I do my party presentation. So I got to stand up and scoot back. I got to rearrange a little bit. I've never done this whole live thing before. This is fun, right? Okay, hold on. Whoop, following me up. All right, everybody can still see me? For those of you guys who are wondering, I'm not in my house. This is where I work. This is our little cottage. So when you see me, this is our workspace. Okay, so everybody see me okay right here? All right, hold on 1 second because I got to grab my bags from back here. You guys still see me? All right, so I'm going to show you what I take into my party. I go into my parties with one load in. I don't go in with trunks, and I used to do that. It used to take me about an hour and a half to set up. So what I have here, you're going to see this more closely. There's 2 large utility totes, and then there's a bag on the top of each of these, and I'm going to show you what they are. This is how I walk into my party, just like this, with my purse. Okay, so I'm 1 trip in. Love it, right? 1 trip in. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on my desk over here so we can get started. It's a little awkward just because of space, but you guys will figure it out. You're smart girls. Okay, so I'm going to share with you again something that I do put into my purse because I want to make sure that I have this and ready to go. So this is something that you guys want to take note of. I always make sure before my parties that I have my catalogs, of course, ready to go. No, I have a party Saturday morning, so I'm going to be all ready for my party Saturday with these. So here are the catalogs, and inside of the catalogs, I put in an order form and a customer special inside each catalog. So I put these out on the table for the guests to take as they come into the party. I don't keep my catalogs and hold them. I don't have a problem with my girls being distracted because they're going to be so engaged in the party presentation that I'm doing that I'm not really worried about them looking at the catalog. I don't withhold it from them. So I go ahead and put the order form and that monthly special inside, and I put these out for the guests. Okay, so here I have my stack of catalogs. So these are going to be tucked inside whatever purse I'm taking, which is usually a bigger kind of purse. I carry a Metro Retro right now. Okay, I also have my clipboard, my handy dandy clipboard. And this is what I'm going to use. And I make sure that on my clipboard, I, of course, always have a little cheat sheet for myself, and we'll post this for you guys, my little party sequence, just to make sure that I'm running through my party just like I'm supposed to. I have a copy of whatever game or activity we're going to do. So if it's the Name That Tune, I have that. If it's the Master First Party, I have that. Tonight, you're going to see what we're going to do. That's here. And then everything else on my clipboard is in order. Again, this is strategic because I want to make sure that I'm not fumbling through all the papers on my clipboard as the party's going. So these are in order as I know I'm going to present them. And then, and you guys are going to see that as I go through, at the very back of my clipboard, I have extra monthly specials, extra order forms, and an extra catalog because I know that when I'm doing checkout, I want to have a catalog with me so I can double check order numbers and prices and all those kinds of things. Okay? One more little thing. I always take a little carry-all with me, and the little carry-all always has pens, my business card, and a calculator. There's my business cards right there. So I always want to make sure that I have this handy too, and this is what I'm going to take with me. I'm going to carry this with my clipboard over to checkout because as I'm checking people out, I want to make sure that I have pens to hand them to fill out their order forms, that I have my calculator with me, that I'm giving them a business card when I'm giving them their order forms back. And I also have in here, I think you guys, most of you have seen this, and for those of you who don't know, Heather Alvarez, who's on our team, Heather is fantastic, and she's a great graphic design artist, and if you're looking for designs, as a consultant, she can't charge you for a design. However, you can give her a donation, which is incredibly reasonable, and she's got some fabulous designs on a group that you can be a part of. So I would encourage you to do that because she's got some great ideas, and I know she has a card like this. So this, I'll hold it up for you guys so you can see it. This is an invitation for my customers to be a part of my hostess customer and hostess group, okay? So as they're checking out, I let them know that I have a Facebook group and I would love to stay connected to them. And so I give them this card and that way they know that right after the party, I'm gonna friend them. And I do, I friend them. I find out if they're on Facebook, what's their Facebook name, what email address is it under, so that they know to look out for it. And then I also know I've just told them that I'm gonna do something, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it. So when I get home the next day, I'm gonna make sure that I am friending them on Facebook and then inviting them to be a part of my group. And they're not surprised by it because they have this little card for me and I talked to them about that during checkout. So that is in my little carry-all that I take with me to the party. I just put that little down next to me and I'm ready to go. Okay, so tonight we're going to do my fun, fabulous party presentation. It's going to be so fun. So I'm first going to go in and I'm going to say, hi, everybody. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. And I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your super busy schedule to be here. I know that Bianca is so thrilled that you guys took time here at her 31 party. And at 31, we're all about celebrating, encouraging, and rewarding women. That's our mission. I love to celebrate, encourage, and reward women. And tonight, there's nothing that I would rather be doing other than celebrating each of you in our fabulous hostess, Bianca. And to show Bianca how much we love her, I have a card here that I'd like to go ahead and pass around. So I have this card at the top of my clipboard. And this one's just one of our little expression stationery, and it just says woohoo on it. But you can use anything, the CER cards, anything you want to do. So I tell everybody, we're going to take a minute. I'm going to pass this card around if you guys just want to write a sweet little note of encouragement to Bianca in here and let her know how special she is to you. I know that she'll really appreciate it. And I really appreciate her as well. Thank you so much for opening your home for us tonight. So depending on how many people are there, I might ask for everybody to introduce themselves and say how they know Bianca, say something special about her, whatever's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and pass this card around, and I always make sure that I write in there, too, at the very end. Thanks for being the hostess with the mostest, or whatever, if I have something else to write to her. Make sure that your hostess gets this at the end of the party. Do I get my hostess a gift? Usually I do. It's nothing. It's always the same. It's kind of like whatever I have an extra of. So if I have an extra customer special from a previous month, if it's a hostess that I know really, really, really well, and I have planned enough to order it for her ahead of time, I would do that. And sometimes I don't, so I'll just offer her something. I'll say, hey, by the way, I'm going to purchase a whatever for you, and I'm going to add it onto your party total. So whatever you want to do to celebrate your hostess is totally fine. I know that Karen Lanier, she used to do the Hershey's Hugs and Kisses and tie them all up, and she would always give those to the hostess and say hugs and kisses for you, which I think is very sweet. If you just give her a card, if you give her a key fob, if you give her a nail file with a little rosette on it, that's fabulous. Your hostess is going to feel so celebrated, encouraged, and rewarded that what you give her, that's just extra. That's just icing on the cake. But definitely start off with that note because you want to encourage her. And whether you're thinking about it or not, this is actually a booking seed because you're letting people know how much you appreciate the hostess. And it's instilling that thought process in those women who are sitting there that they could be a hostess too. And everyone wants to be celebrated and encouraged and rewarded. So it's a great, very, very, very subtle booking seed that you're planting by passing this card around. Okay, so once I do that, then I will tell everybody. Okay, girls, so I like to tell everybody that my spiritual gifts are shopping and talking. And so in order to make sure that we are not here for a 6-hour-long party presentation with Courtney, I have something super fun that we're going to do. It's going to take us about maybe 25 minutes, but it's going to give me a chance to highlight all the amazing things that are going on with 31 and to showcase our phenomenal products for you here tonight. Then we're going to have time where you guys can kind of browse through the catalog, check out all the products, hands-on, throw them all around the room, ask me questions, and then I'll be available for checkout one-on-one at the end of the party. Okay, so what I need everybody to do right now is to take out a pen. So if they don't have a pen, then I'm going to give them one. And I have little pieces of paper that I'm going to take with me. So actually, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and do this at home because it's fun. You got a piece of paper? Got a pen? Okay, girls, are you ready? Bianca and Jared are on tonight. Jared, you can do this too. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to number your paper from 1 to 20. Number your paper from 1 to 20. I hope you guys are all doing this. You're going to want to. All right, everybody's got their paper number from 1 to 20. So I am going to read a statement, and if the statement is true about you, I want you to circle that number. Okay, so when I read statement number 1, if it's true about you, then you're going to circle the number 1. All right, ready? Here we go. You guys play along at home. Super fun. All right, number 1. When I'm finished using an item, I put it away immediately. Number 2, I love being surrounded by vibrant colors. Number 3, whether I'm looking at a work of art or room, I tend to prefer symmetrical design. Number 4, I like to move around my furniture a few times a year rather than stick with the same arrangement. Number 5, I'm the go-to party planner for friends and family. Number 6, keeping current projects where I can see them is a must. Number 7, I love having a designated spot for each item in my closet or drawers. Number 8, on my computer, I often have multiple windows open at once. Number 9, I have a specific morning routine that I always follow to a T. Number 10, when making major purchases, I usually follow my instincts rather than do research. Number 11, I often wear the same jewelry every day. Number 12, if I have to explain directions to someone, I'll draw her a map instead of telling her verbally. Number 13, when I find a great dish at a restaurant, I order it every time I go there. That's me, I do that. Number 14, I often drive with the empty light flashing. That would also be me. Number 15, I always bring a shopping list to the grocery store. Number 16, I have a lot of knickknacks around the house. Number 17, my books and CDs are in order so I can always find what I'm looking for. Number 18, my desk is filled with piles of papers, sticky notes, and business cards. Number 19, I feel guilty if I don't follow the rules while playing board games. And number 20, I'm fine with other people making last-minute changes to plans. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to count up the odd numbers that you circled and total them, and then count up the even number that you circled and total them. So for example, if you circled 1, 3, 5, then that would be 1, 3, 5. That's 3 under odd. If you circled 2, 8, 12, and 14, that's 4 under even. Got it? So you want to count up the number that you have circled that are odd numbers and the number that you have circled that are even numbers. So I'm super excited to share this quiz with you. It's not something that I came up with on my own. That actually came from Real Simple magazine a few years ago. But 31 is all about fun and functionality. And fun and functionality goes with right brain, left brain. So this is going to tell you whether you are a right brain shopper or a left brain shopper. And I have products for both of you tonight that I'm going to highlight. So if you have more odd numbers, you are a left brainer. I'm going to share that with you in just a few minutes. If you had more even numbers, then you are a right brainer. And if you're a pretty even mix, that means that you're going to want to have every single thing that I have tonight. So yay for you. Okay, so exciting. So left brain people, that means you had more odd numbers. You tend to crave designated locations for everything. You like to sort. You love compartments. For those of you who are right brainers, it doesn't really matter. There aren't really any strict rules, but what you like is for things to look nice. You want it to look put together. You love vibrant colors and you love things to match and coordinate and all go together. It's more about the visual and the look of being organized rather than actually being organized. Whereas those of you who are left-brained, it really truly is all about being organized, being functional, and then looking good. And with 31, we have something for each of your types. Okay, so again, I will make sure that we scan this and I can get this posted for you guys, but this really did. It came from Real Simple Magazine a few years ago. Julie Moorhead shared this with us at a conference a few years ago, and I pulled this out in the summer. It's a great, fun quiz to do with your customers. They're going to love it, and I think that it's going to be so fun for you guys to start using at your party. So that's exactly what I do with them. Okay, so we are going to get ready to see some of our amazing products. All right, so I'm going to start with the right brain. Now, at every party, I don't have a consistent way. I don't always start with right or always with left, but it's one or the other. And the way that you sort your products, girls, there's no right or wrong way. For me, when I sort the products out, the most obvious products are left brain because there's lots of compartments and cubby holes. Right brain are things that just have bigger, brighter patterns. Bags that have big open spaces in the middle that look cute, and then I try to kind of pick things that are coordinated. But there really is no right or wrong way to do this, which is another reason why it's so fabulous. So everything that I packed here in this Easy Breezy tote is what I'm going to do for right brain, okay? So remember I told you I came in with 2 large utility totes, and then this was resting on one of my large utility totes. I'm going to step back a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. See if this works. How's that? Good? Okay. Pull my chair over here. All right, so for those of you who are right brain, let's talk about some amazing products for you. All right, one of my very favorites is this little expressions tote. How cute is this? Did you guys know that you can actually choose the hair color and the outfit? You can put your family's name on here, or individual's name. Such a cute gift. It's a fun bag to take on vacation, to the beach, for a new mom, a new bride. So much fun. So this is our little expressions tote. And then after I'm showing it, I just start passing it around, and the bags end up all over the floor. Totally good for me. All right, the next bag that's fabulous for the right brainer, I have to say it's my personal favorite as far as travel goes, is our Weekender. How awesome is this bag? I know it really doesn't look so great right here, but I will tell you what, girls, you can pack this sucker. It's so fantastic because it will just expand like you wouldn't believe and still fit under the compartment on the plane or in the overhead bin, because you can just keep pushing it. Fantastic. And we also have shoulder straps available that you can purchase. This is in our awesome Party Punch fabric that's been super, super popular. But I will tell you, this bag is one of my favorite travel bags. Again, great for that right-brained girl who loves to just put everything in there and have it ready to go. All right, another great bag for our right-brainer is our Cindy tote, and this is actually named after the president of our company, Cindy Monroe. I love this bag because it has these feet at the bottom. It has these awesome outside pockets. This is in our black cross top, a very classy pattern. This is so great because it does have a zipper closure, and it has a few pockets on the inside, so you can attempt to be organized. But it gives the look of totally put together professional when you're wearing it, totally put together. So even if you're kind of scattered up here, girl, you're going to be looking good with this bag. All right, so that is our Cindy tote. All right, the next bag, how adorable is this? This is our casual cargo purse. This has been one of my top sellers. I have a lot of moms who love this bag because we know for busy moms, sometimes even if they really want to be organized, they can't be, so they kind of default into a right brain mom. But it gives the illusion of being super organized because it has these adorable little pockets on the front. It's very tailored. Zipper closure, great shoulder straps, nice wide open space on the inside. So you can put cheeseburgers, Polly Pockets, a wallet, whatever you can fit on the inside. Fantastic. And it looks great. This is in the railroad denim with a railroad denim Cindy tote. Oh my gosh, totally classy and put together. Awesome. All right, a fabulous purse for the right brainer is our skirt purse. This basic purse comes in brown, black, or gray, and it comes with one free skirt. So cool, because you can pick what you want. Okay, seriously, this is a genius idea. So basically what this is kind of like a slipcover for your purse. So you get the basic purse and a free skirt, and then you never have to change the contents of your purse. You can just, boom, take the skirt off and put a new one on. Oh yeah, you're totally coordinated, looking awesome. When you travel, you don't have to worry about changing your purse out. You can just take an extra skirt with you, and you will be matching all your outfits. You're going to be traveling in style. It is a good thing. Very good. So this is our skirt purse. All right. Next amazing bag for that right brainer is our cinch stack. And actually what I found is that a lot of children are right brain just naturally, and it would make sense that a lot of kids and teens love our cinch stack. They want to be able to find their things pretty quickly, but they want to be able to just throw them in and go. And they're busy, they have busy lives, and this fun flat pattern is such a cute design for them for summertime. It has a zipper here, great to take to the ball field, to the pool. Awesome. My kids each have these. My little 5-year-old carries these, and my teenage boys carry them. The cool thing is if you have a little person, if you reach on the inside, you can actually tie these strings a little bit shorter to make those straps a little bit shorter for them. But my daughter, she loves it. They all take their cinch stacks with them wherever they go. If you're a little bit more left-brained, like I am, sometimes when I travel, I like to take a cinch stack and put it inside my weekender. And I can either use it for dirty clothes, or while I'm out and about and wherever I'm visiting, I take my cinch stack with me, and it's like, you know, my bag within a bag. So I'm all coordinated. So super cute. Okay. The next great bag is the Inside Out bag. You right-brainers are going to love this because these come in some amazing patterns. And not only do you get one pattern, but you get two because you can put that bag inside out, right? Inside out bag. So this is a fantastic bag. This is in our black floral brushstrokes. It's been a very popular seller for me this season. And it is highlighted with this awesome hot pink. Looks great when you coordinate it with something like the Easy Breezy Tote with the pink scarf. We have matching wallets. I mean, you could be totally decked out in black floral brushstrokes. This bag is great. You can tie a knot. You can wear it on one shoulder, or you can wear it crossbody. This is Inside Out bag. The bag that I just featured is amazing for the right brainer. This is in Florida, probably one of my best-selling bags as a beach bag. The Easy Breezy Tote, it's so big, and it has this amazing lining that's wipeable, and it also has these great clasps on the inside that you can attach a wristlet to, or a bring a bottle that I'm going to show you in a minute to make sure that you don't lose anything. Your keys, fantastic. Great for the right brainer because we have lots of fun things that coordinate with this pattern. All right, the right brainer likes to make sure that they're always in style and everything matches. So for them, I definitely have to share, we have some coordinating dog leashes. So when you're out and about and you're walking your dogs around town, you know you want to be in style. So this is totally going to work. You can take that coordinating dog leash with you. We also have, oh yeah, you know it, a 31 umbrella. Who does not want a matching umbrella? I mean, really, seriously, this is important. This is very important. So we have a matching umbrella that you can also have with you. Super cute little icon purse to add that cute little embellishment. That's our little piggy. Look at his cute little tail. And he's so cute. You can clip this on any bag that we have. Just add that little extra perfectness to it. Fabulous. And, of course, for the right brainer, they like to make sure that they do have everything kind of put together and coordinated. So who wouldn't be totally complete without an About Town blanket? This is actually a really super cool product that I feel like gets overlooked a lot of times in our catalog. This is kind of like this waterproof vinyl on the outside. When you undo it, it sleeps on the inside. It's great to take to the ball field, to the park, to the beach. Boom, shake it out one time, and the sand just falls right off. My son ran track this last year. I always had my large utility tote with my picnic thermal inside, with cold drinks for all the kids. I had some snacks in there, and I always had two About Town. One so that I could put it on the bleachers, and one to wrap around me when it started getting cold on those nights when they were running track. Fantastic. And I will tell you what, I look so good because everything coordinated. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some products for the left brainer. All right, here we go. Woo! All right, left brainers, here we come. Okay, left brainers, we know that you love compartments, you love to be organized. So we actually have some products that are going to be great for you to organize even at home. So this is our Your Way Cube. Isn't it great? This can be monograms on the back side. It has a see-through window on the front and not in use. For those of you who love organization, Fantastic. We also have a fold and file. Same kind of concept, opens up. We'll fit your file folders. There's some pockets in the front where you can put miscellaneous items. Great for tidying up your desk, work area, any space where you might be gathering some random papers. So fabulous for the left brainer who likes everything in its place. We also have these great mini utility bins. Again, great for organizing, super fun and colorful. So for those of you who are right-brained and you want to be more organized, this would be a great product for you too because it's just a big old empty space on the inside. So you can use it to put all kinds of things in. Great for inside of cabinets, underneath sinks, in the back of your car to use as a trash can, kids' toys. Fantastic. Okay. Now, the left brainer is always organized. You've always got your kids' lunches packed. You're always ready to go. So for you, we want to make sure that you have a great thermal. This is our Cinch It Up thermal. This is one product that cannot be monogrammed. But this product is fantastic because it has our fabulous thermal lining, and that means that it keeps cold, cold, and hot, hot. And I always tell people that you need to make sure that whatever you put in it that you want to keep cold is cold when you start, or hot, because I had a customer once call me and ask me why their thermal wasn't heating up their food. For real, true story. So it's not electric, just thermal. Print for the men in your life. This is our out and about thermal, and this fantastic shoulder strap and a great camo print. We do have something for everybody, again with that fantastic thermal lining. We know you're always prepared with drinks for everybody. And this is a new addition to our collection. This is our Bring a Bottle. So fantastic. It has a clip that you can clip it onto another bag, onto your bike basket, whatever, your pants pocket. Put a bottle water in here and it'll stay cold all day long. Baby bottle. And then, I love this. This is our new Fresh Market thermal. This is the perfect size. Take to the grocery store, and put some casserole dishes in, take to the ball field, a couple 2 liters of soda. Fantastic. Again, with that awesome lining. And this is in one of our new favorite fun patterns. We love it. This is Pig Pop Medallion. I love it. All right. Continuing on for the left brainer, probably one of our most well-known bags is our Organizing Utility Tote. This bag has 7 pockets, and it is great for keeping you organized. But I will tell you that for the right brainer who wishes to be a little bit more organized, this bag might also be for you because the inside is wide open where you can put all kinds of things here. But it will kind of try to get you organized because it does have these side pockets. Something really cool is our fold and file here. Fit right inside your Organizing Utility Tote. Isn't that awesome? All right, next bag. This is our Timeless Beauty Bag, and this is actually so much more than a beauty bag. This is something great for the person who loves to be organized. Having a Bible study at my house this summer, and the last time we had a Bible study, one of our girls, one of my friends, Phoebe, came, and she had all of her Bible ideas in here. So she had her Bible and her notepad and her pens and everything she needed, her little workbook, all in here. You can put this on the back of a car seat in the car to keep things organized. It's just endless what you can use this Timeless Beauty for. Next product is our Everywhere Wallet. Again, this is for that girl who loves to be super organized. So it has these great compartments, lots of slots for credit cards and cash. You can take the strap off or you can wear it crossbody. This has also been a really big seller of mine this year. This is our Organista crossbody. This is really like seriously the Mac Daddy of organizational purses. I'm not even kidding you. I tried to use this bag one time. It did not work for me. But it has this ginormous pocket at the top that unzips. Seriously, check this out. Look how hard, like how high your hand can get in there. Okay? Then, look here. It has like a built-in wallet, totally organized, and more zippers. I mean, seriously, I don't know who created this. Somebody very seriously left-brained, which is obviously not me. Actually, I'm a pretty good mix between the two. Then, in this portion of the purse, there are just, I mean, it's like zippers and organization products, and on and on and on and on. So if you are a super organized girl, this is the bag for you. We also have that organizing shoulder bag, which is similar. All right. For those of you who are super organized, we also have our timeless wallet. Again, this is one of our most detailed wallets with a lot of zippers, a lot of spaces for credit cards. If you're organized, this is the wallet that you're going to want to get. It's going to fit everything that you need, including a pen. We also have an amazing coupon for those of you who are very organized. I don't have one of these because I'm not super left range, but I hear that if you are organized, you could use this. I have a friend of mine who uses this. She follows Dave Ramsey, and she puts all of her money in here. Beth Reed, so smart, right? Instead of envelopes, she uses a coupon clutch. Genius. Okay. Oh, yeah, we know that you organization, left brainers, love to have compartments for your things. We know you do, which is why we created the zipper pouch. So we have a mini zipper pouch and a regular size zipper pouch. Our zipper pouches, some are just a regular zipper pouch, and others, you know it, thermal. Yeah, I'm not so sure what you want to heat up in here or keep hot, but hey, I'll tell you what it's good for. If you put some in here and you live in Florida and you leave it in the car, it won't melt. That's pretty cool. Maybe some snacks. It's a bigger one. I think I could use it for some things. So here is a large zipper pouch. You can put these containers, these zipper pouches in other bags. So great. Little zipper pouches. It's all good. All right. Now we also know that left brainer is very, very organized. Whenever she travels, wherever she goes, she always has something to do. She's very efficient in getting things done. So for her, we have, well, really for anyone, some amazing stationery. How awesome is this? Okay, so then I highlight all the different stationery designs we have, and I pass all this around. You guys are getting the picture here, right? Okay. And then the Mac Daddy for the left brainer is the super organizing utility tote. Oh, yeah, you know it. Those same 7 pockets, everything you love about that organizing utility tote, but bigger, better, with a zipper. We know everybody wants one of these, right? Seriously, amazing. Okay, so by now the girls are loving it and they're passing things around and there's products all over the place and everybody's having a fun time. Okay, so seriously, this is exactly how I do it. I'm not perfect. I mess up. Okay, they don't care. They're having fun and they're looking at me and they're saying, seriously, this girl gets paid to do this? I can do what she does, right? Because, hello, I mean, this is not hard to do. Okay, so that's what I do. I showcase the products. I'm giving them a use for it, and I'm talking about the features of the products, the benefits of the products, and I'm trying to have them imagine how they would be using it in their life, okay? So all these products are all over the room, and here I've got them all at my feet right now, so I'm hoping I don't trip as I'm talking to you guys. Hold on, let me put these away a teeny bit so I don't fall down. Okay, so the next part of my party presentation, we're still going, by the way. All right. All right, so I know you guys are ready to see more. All right, did you know that Bianca tonight is our hostess? Did you know that with 31, we are a party planning company? I know, crazy, right? So I get paid to do this. And Bianca is going to get some free stuff. How awesome is that? So not only do we celebrate, encourage, and reward her with our words, but she is also going to be celebrated, encouraged, and rewarded with some hostess free dollars and hostess exclusives based on her party sales tonight. And I am so excited about what she might get. And then usually I know what her favorite product is. I know what her favorite pattern is. So I say, oh my gosh, she's so excited about such and such. Or she usually will start shouting out what she wants to get, and it's going to be something really, really great. So then I say, if there were a lot of things that you loved that you saw here tonight, you might consider hosting your own show so you can get all the things that you love for free. But I want to go ahead and show you some things that Bianca's going to get tonight because she's hosted a party. Okay, so she's so excited right now. So this is where I'm going to showcase the hostess exclusive. So I have the organizing backpack that I would showcase. And then the party thermal with the koozies. I'm going to talk about the Best Buds prints. I'm going to say, you know, how cute they are. You can do the expanded tote if you have the beauty bundle, whatever you have that you want to showcase. You don't have to bring all of them. You can just bring 1 or 2, and you can showcase those collections and share with everybody what they get as far as hostess exclusives go. Okay, so isn't that amazing? So fantastic. Now, sidebar here. If you guys were going to do any kind of hostess stacking, this is the time that I would do hostess stacking. To be totally honest with you, I don't do it at every party. I do it sometimes, but I don't do it at every show. Some of you guys might be saying, what is hostess stacking, Courtney? So basically, I can't totally show you tonight because I don't have another person here with me, but what you would do is either have that current hostess come up with you, or you can have a guest at the party, and you're going to show physically with products what that hostess is going to get for free. So for example, you can make up a story and do it, like Bianca is going to go to the beach, and she's going to make sure that her kids all have their coordinating cinch sacks with them, and then when she gets home that night, she's going to take a bubble bath and get dressed for a hot date with her husband, and she's going to have her skirt purse, and he takes her out for a fantastic dinner and gives her a brand new laptop, which is going to be so great, in her Cindy tote. Okay, so basically the idea here is that you're going to start stacking her up with products, because she's got all these products draping off of her. So it gives everybody a visual for what that looks like. Now, like I shared with you guys, I don't host a stack at a lot of my parties, okay? I used to. I don't do it very much anymore. But that's how you would host a stack, and if you were going to host a stack, that's the place where you would do it. All right, so now you guys ready to see more? Yes, I know you are. All right, I want to share a couple things with you all. First of all, you guys have seen a lot of amazing prints and fabrics. You have seen some great embroidery, and I want you to know that not every product comes in every pattern, but they come in a lot. And not every product can be personalized, but most can. So right now, I want you guys to turn to the very back of your catalog. It's called the shopping guide. And I want you to look through there, because your shopping guide is going to be your very best friend. So I'm going to go ahead and look at that with you guys. Your shopping guide is going to show you each product, the item number, and then the fabric that that particular product comes in. And if that product is able to be embroidered, it's going to have a little E up here that tells you it can be embroidered. And those codes are going to correspond to the embroidery chart that we're going to talk about in just a couple minutes. So when you see a product, even if you don't like the fabric, don't worry about it, because you have an opportunity to make it totally yours by changing up the fabric, by changing the font color. It's going to be so great. If you see a little K, that means that this product comes in the kit. So if you're finding that a lot of products that you love come in the kit, I'm going to tell you what, our kit is the best product in the catalog. Seriously. Okay, so, and then right there, and then I move on. Right there was a tiny little seed for the opportunity. All right. When you talked about the hostess flyer, that was also a booking seed. So then I'm going to let them know that I have the fabric swatches available. I also have embroidery threads available, and then I'll be able to help them with this at checkout. Okay? So I would throw that in there. All right. You guys ready to see some more fun products? All right. All right. So whether or not you are right-brained or left-brained, it doesn't matter. Everybody loves a deal, and 31 loves to offer you deals. So this month we have one of the best customer specials ever. Seriously. Okay, so this time I'll let them know that the customer special is in their catalog that I already handed out to them. And I'm going to showcase that customer special, and then I'm going to make a big deal out of it. So here is my large utility tote and fun flops, and I'm going to make sure that they know how awesome it is, and that for every $35 that they spend, they can get one for $10. So if they spend $70, they can get two. Woo! And then we're going to talk about all the things that they can use this bag for, because I am going to seriously pump these specials up, because that's a great way to upsell your party. So by now, they are so excited, and they're just going crazy and wild because of that. All right. But I'm not done. So then I say, all right, I have some more products to show you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you all the products that come in the new consultant kit. Oh my gosh, you guys aren't even going to believe it. Okay, so let me show you this. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys something. If you are a new consultant and the only products that you have right now are your kit items, do not worry. You can do a great party presentation and showcase products just using the ones that are in your kit. I would highly suggest that you do your own open house so that you're able to be the hostess and get some hostess credit, some half-price items. And then also you'll get the commission off that. So you can go ahead and add to your kit. When you're completing your start swell, you're going to be able to add products to your kit. And if you've been around for a little while as a consultant, I know that you've purchased add-on kits and you have other products that you've purchased. Keep in mind that if a customer doesn't use a special, every now and then you can purchase those specials to add to your kit. So keep those things in mind so you can add to your collection. If there's ever anything that you guys need, please let me know, okay? As leaders, we've been very fortunate that every time 31 rolls out a new catalog, they give us a new consultant enrollment kit. So I do have one that I'm able to showcase at my parties. But if you don't feel bad, okay? All right, so then this is the time that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, you guys ready to see this? Okay, so seriously, check out the opportunity on the back of this catalog. Seriously, best deal that we have. I mean, unbelievable. Seriously, when you guys see this, you're not even going to believe it. Okay, so we get this amazing large utility tote with the pocketed tote. Retro Metro with a scarf. Oh yeah. So super cute. Coordinating key fob. Top of tote. This slides right over the large utility tote to keep all your belongings in there. Our thermal tote. This is one of our traditional styles of thermal. Again, with that great thermal lining. Rosette. Oh, the Syntax. You know everybody loves that. Oh, seriously, how cute is this? Best friends. I love those products. Oh, and yes, look at this, the little Keep It Caddy. Okay, seriously, all this plus catalog, the order forms, everything else you need. You know how much? Seriously, so it'll say $99. Right? Can you believe it? $99. Seriously, for all of this, it's like over $300 for the products for $99. Hello. Okay, so then. Now, I know you guys are all getting nervous and you're thinking, that's great, Courtney, but I'm not doing this part of my party. Well, we'll tell you, yes, you are. Because remember, we're doing 2, 10, 1. So we're having 2 parties every month. And we're going to have 10 buy and gets. And we're going to recruit at least 1 person out of every catalog season. Especially you guys are on fire this month so far. I don't know what is going on, but I'm so proud of you all. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys what I do. And you guys need to do this at your parties. I'm not kidding. Don't not do this at your parties. I would be very upset that I sit here tonight and did this for you, and my air conditioning is off in here, and I am dying of heat. And I am doing this for you. So you need to share this opportunity because it is life-changing. I'm not kidding. Okay, so then what I'll do is I say this just like this at my parties. Okay, so I know that this is the part of the party presentation where you guys are going to stop making eye contact with me. I know that's going to happen. I know you're going to start flipping through your catalog, and that's okay. But 31 has changed my life. And I have to share it with you because even if it isn't right for you, it might be right for somebody that you know. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these things around for you guys to take a look at. I am just a real girl from Safety Harbor. I have a very short little story to share with you about my 31 journey, but I want you to know that I'm just a regular old girl. Just a regular girl, but I am not making this stuff up. So then, you want to have with you a Living Your Dreams flyer, brochure. They're both available. Either will do. An income disclosure. Ladies, seriously, you've got to be taking these to your parties. One, because anytime we're talking about the opportunity, we have to share this by law. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, seriously, have you guys looked at this? Hello, like significant amounts of money. Do you guys know what it would take for you to be able to make this kind of income if you had another professional income opportunity job? Like a surgeon, how much schooling it takes. Seriously, you guys, it is amazing. The opportunity is amazing, okay? So you're going to pass these things around. You don't have to highlight it. You don't have to put it on a big old billboard. Pass it around. Okay, so then I also have this that I take. Little check. I'm sure Heather Alvarez can get these up for you guys. It just says unlimited potential. So I just pass this around just as a little conversation starter. So I say, okay, so I want you guys to know that like I shared with you guys at the beginning of the party, I really feel like my spiritual gifts are shopping and talking, and my first passion and love and job is as a speech-language pathologist. And I am not a salesperson. I am not. I love our products, so it makes it very easy for me to talk about them and to share the benefits and features with you all. But I was very first introduced to 31 by a very dear friend of mine. She was my best friend in high school, and I married her husband. I didn't marry her husband. I married her cousin. And anyway, we several years later went through separation and got divorced. And so my dear friend from high school called me to make sure that we were good, everything was fine between us, and of course it was. And so as we were having this conversation, she told me she had just come back from this 31 conference. Well, I had never heard of 31. And so I know my friend though very well, and she's super cute and into all kinds of cute stuff. So I Googled it, and I thought, oh my gosh, personalization. Well, growing up with a name like Courtney and an age of Julie and Jennifer's and Kim's, I mean, nothing had my name. I only knew one other Courtney, and it was a boy. And I had an opportunity to buy a $99 kit, and at that time I could put my name on everything. And so I called her and I said, I want the $99 deal. And she said, Courtney, that's to sign up to be a consultant. And I said, no, that's not what I want to do, but I want the $99 deal because it's a good deal. And she said, yeah. And I said, so are there like 31 police? Do they come if I don't do anything? And she said no. So she gave me a little bit of information about the company, and I was like, well, that's what I want to do. So I signed up, got the kit, several weeks later, like 5 weeks later. But in the meantime, Julie, my sponsor, sent me a catalog in the mail. And before I even knew what was happening, I had people asking to host parties because 31 was new and fun and fresh. And people joining my team. I had no idea. And so now, almost 7 years later, I do parties. I recruit. I love our products. I love our mission. And I have seen thousands of women's lives change because of this amazing opportunity. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple minutes, and I want you guys to ask me any questions that you want about the business opportunity. But it has to be about the business opportunity. So you can say to me something like, how much does it cost to get started? Or how many products come in the kit, which of course you guys already know all the amazing things you get. Or what % commission do you make when you're a consultant? And I promise that I will answer truthfully. Okay, so for the next 3 minutes, that's what we're going to do. So who has the first question? Okay, well, I will tell you guys, when you give them those feeder questions, people will start asking questions. And they're going to ask, and they're going to ask, and they're going to ask, and they're going to ask. And you're going to be able to answer their questions, and they're not going to sign up right then and there, but you are planting those seeds. Okay, so then you're going to wrap it up. Boom, okay. Thank you guys so much. All right. So I'm so super excited about all the amazing things that I shared with you guys tonight. And now, one of my favorite parts, shopping. So before you start on your own personal shopping spree, I want to talk to you about our order forms. So first of all, I want you guys to know your order forms are in your catalog, and the order forms just stay between you and me. So as long as you can read it and I can read it, we are good. So I'm going to ask you, though, that you please fill out the information at the top completely, just because if I need to get in touch with you, if I have a question about your order, I want to make sure that I have a good way to reach you. I also want to know that if any product in our catalog goes on special, if you want me to contact you, put that information on here, too, so that I can contact you. Now, ladies, you're going to want to know that for later, because a lot of times you can create your own special, or if something does go on special, you can contact them. Okay, so that's what you're going to tell them with that, and then you're going to say, okay, as far as the information, all of this can be found in the shopping guide, which is the back of your catalog. So you want to go through and you want to put the item number, the fabric, make sure that the fabric that you want for a product is definitely featured in the catalog. And if you want that item personalized, we have 3 different options for personalization. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead, I'm not going to do it for you guys tonight, but I will walk through this. Sorry, I got to find the catalog here. With them. So I have them go to the back of the catalog, and I explain to them about personalizations, about icons, about fonts, about font colors, not in like huge 20-minute conversation, but enough that they understand the different price points, that they understand what E, E1, E2, that they understand what that means. They get it. When you go over that with them and you point this out to them, they get it. They understand that not every font is called Kristen, okay? They're going to get it. But you guys, you have to go over it with them. And I promise you, once you make it simple for them, they're going to be teaching their little customer friends around them, and then when they take that catalog home and they're ordering from you more, they're going to get it all right next time and the next time and the next time and the next time. It only takes one time to explain it, and these people are going to be repeat customers for you. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and explain that to them. You're going to show them how to write the information here. And then you're going to let them know again about the customer special, that if they want to add that, they can just write on here special, and then you're going to know as you're tallying things up how to tally that. You are going to tell them that you can fill up, you as the consultant will fill this information out when they come to check out with you. So then we're going to come up to you with it all filled out. You're going to let them know that we accept all forms of credit card payment, except like we don't take Sears or JCPenney. I always tell them that too, they always laugh. And so I tell them if you have a check, you make it payable to me. Some of you guys might choose to have the check payable to the hostess, and the hostess writes your check, whatever you're comfortable with. I, knock on wood, have not had an experience with anybody's check bouncing. So for me, I have them go ahead and write it to me. I tell them that I do prefer credit card, and I really do. It saves me a trip to the bank. I love it. And I also tell them I have the capability of putting it on 2 credit cards or 3 credit cards, whatever's going to work best for you. So I'm so super excited about everything you guys have seen tonight. So I'm going to give you guys some time to go ahead and look through the catalog and play with all the products. And I'm going to be sitting right over here, so I always make sure that the hostess knows during our hostess coaching that I need a designated place in the room but to the side, because I want to be there to hear conversations and answer questions, but I also want to be private enough that when I'm dealing with people's credit card information, everything else, that I can tally that up on the side. So then they're all looking at everything right now, and I'm going to take my handy dandy clipboard with my catalog, my extra order forms. I've got a monthly special in here. I'm going to take my little carry-all that has my pens and my calculator, and I'm going to go put my stuff on that little side table, and then I'm going to start kind of just hanging out, roaming the room. So at this time, I might ask the hostess, I'm going to go get a glass of water or something like that. So I make sure that I'm visible, because that right there, that like 2 to 3 minutes is when they're kind of feeling the most awkward. But then I promise you, it's past, and it's fine. If people are going to start asking questions, they're going to be sitting on the floor, and they're going to be playing with all your products, and it's going to be going around like crazy. And then they're going to come over for checkout, okay? So, yay, we love checkout. All right, so they're going to come over to you for checkout. They're going to have their order form, and I'm going to go through everything on that order form. It's great. I'm going to, go over your address with you, make sure the phone number is accurate. What's the best way for me to contact you? Oh, I see here that you put on here that if anything at Island Damask goes on special that you want to be notified, absolutely, I'll let you know, because I have a feeling that friend's going to be retiring after summer, so I'll definitely be sure to let you know. Or if you see that she's ordered 2 things at Island Damask and you say, you can ask her that, hey, if that ever goes on special, I see you bought a couple things in that pattern, do you want me to let you know? Ask, is it okay if I add you to my customer newsletter? If you choose to opt out at any time, you can. Great, so you're going to total everything up, you're going to make sure she understands everything, you're going to have this conversation with her, and then you're going to give her those back 2 copies of the order form, the yellow and the pink, go back to her, only you keep the white. And then you're going to give her your business card, and you're going to give her a little Stay Connected card. You're going to tell her thank you so much, you loved meeting her. She's going to say thank you so much, it's going to be so great and wonderful. And what happens if she comes up to you or she's checked on her thing that she wants to have a party? Well, it's going to happen. And when she says to you, hey, I'm interested in having a party, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What month were you wanting to have a party in? She might say, really, I want to have one still here in June. Do you have anything available? Or she might say, I'd love to have one in July. Now, if you have your phone or something that you can go ahead and book a date with her right there while she's sitting, that is fine, okay? So if you want to block out a time for a party, fine. The hostess coaching, I'm going to highly recommend that you guys do that live and in person at a different time. So what you're going to say to her is, great, I have July 7th at 7 p.m. booked for your home party. I would love to schedule a time for us to meet so I can go over the contents of your hostess packet. So what would work better for you, morning or night? So she's going to tell you, okay, great. Would it work better for you on a Tuesday or a Thursday afternoon? Whatever. And so you're going to say, hey, let's meet at such and such Starbucks. And at that time, I'll have everything ready for you. It'll only be about 15, 20 minutes. When you go to meet at Starbucks for that hostess coaching experience, you're going to sit down with her. You're going to have a great hostess packet. You're going to buy her a cup of coffee or an iced tea, whatever. And you're going to have that time where you're going to get her prepped for her party. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, it's like gold. Okay? Because when you guys start treating your hostesses like they are just the end-all, be-all, because really they are, and your customers like that, your hostesses are going to start basically doing stuff for you, okay? My hostesses are booking my parties for me. I mean, it's one of the reasons I don't do hostess stacking anymore, because my hostesses, literally, they crack me up. They're out there with their products draped all over. They're dancing around the room with all the free stuff they got at their previous party. They're saying how much fun they have. When somebody books a party, they say, listen, Courtney's going to meet you, and she's going to have this hostess packet. She's going to have everything totally taken care of. You don't have to do anything because she makes it so easy for you. And let me tell you what. Afterwards, she's going to send all your friends thank you notes, and there's confetti in all of it, and it gets all in your carpet, and then they all start laughing, and then somebody else is going to say, I got one of those from Courtney after the last party, and they're all going to start having this conversation, this whole community. And your hostesses, seriously, they're going to be promoting you right there. It's so fantastic, so awesome, unbelievable, and incredible. So you have to make sure that after that party, you have to follow through. You've got to follow through. You've got to write thank you notes. You've got to get that Facebook group set up. You need to add them, friend them quickly. And remember that these people are going to be open, but you have to communicate with them. You have to tell them what the expectation is. You have to share with them what you're going to do, because people don't like it when the expectations aren't clear. They don't like it. They want to know what's going to happen. And so if you're telling them up front what's going to happen, they're going to respect you, and they're going to be excited about what you have to offer, and they're going to be so pumped up about everything that's going on in the future. It's so important, too, that you have a customer group or a way to kind of access these girls on Facebook. I'm telling you that even if you're not a Facebook kind of person, you need to do it strictly for your business, because the community that's created in some of those groups is phenomenal, and it's a way to keep your customers and hostesses engaged throughout the season until they book their next party with you. You need to make sure that you're capturing that, and you have to follow through. Okay, so everything's done, all the guests are gone, so now it's just me and the hostess, and it's been so awesome. And so I say to her, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about tonight. That was so much fun. Okay, and so then on a piece of paper, I will total for her, and I will write for her what her party total is at that point, what she's earned for hostess credit, what she's received as far as half price items and hostess exclusives. And then I always tell her how far she is from the next level. So if she's really, really, really far away, then I'm thinking probably this is going to be it, because during hostess coaching, I told her that we are closing in 2 days at the max, okay? Normally, I like to close the next day, and that's out of respect for the people who made time to be at that party. We're not going to wait to close the party to get outside orders for people who couldn't come to the party. We're not doing that. Those orders can be collected beforehand, all right? Now, if you're waiting because the hostess is still choosing some items that she wants to add for her wish list, I totally get that, but you're also going to let your hostess know during hostess coaching how important it is that she has that wish list, because we want to make sure that we get those orders entered in quickly so that the turnaround is fast and that her customers are happy, okay? So you're going to make sure that you have that date set with her. You're going to tell her how close she is, because she might say, oh my gosh, there's 2 more people who didn't come today who said they were going to. I'm going to get those orders in, Courtney. I'll call you tomorrow morning, or I'm going to call her tomorrow morning and I'm going to get that in. Now, depending on where your hostess lives in proximity to you, I would highly suggest, and I know some of you guys do not agree with this, and it's totally okay. Again, this is your business, and you have to do what works for you. I would have the product shipped to you. So I get those party orders because I like to make sure everything is correct. I like to bag them. I like to put a thank you card on the bag. I like to ribbon them up, and I like to put my business card in the product. Then I take everything already all finished to my hostess. So it's another touch point that I have with her, another opportunity to build that relationship. And for me, I want to make sure that I have gone to that very, very end with that customer as far as customer service for that product, so that the bag looks good, that the delivery is good. I've already sent my thank you note from the party from seeing her. And then 2 weeks after that, I'm going to call those customers. I'm going to make sure that they're happy with their products. And by then, they're already going to feel like they know me because we're friends on Facebook and they're in my customer Facebook group. So it's just going to continue with these great relationships that you're building, and your business is going to continue to snowball, and you're going to have incredible success. So that right brain, left brain party is what I'm doing this summer. It is super fun, super easy, super quick, whether you have 20 products to show or 40, whatever. It's super fun. Everybody loves it. Even if you don't have a lot of products to show, you could have people go through the catalog and do it kind of as a scavenger hunt and see if people can find products in there either for right brain or left brain. People will joke about it. So much fun. But again, also check out our website because there's some great party games on there too. So let me move this so I can sit down and have a little chat with you guys over here. Boy, well, I thought I was ready for my party this weekend. Apparently not, because I just destroyed my bags here. It's all good. All right, so what I'm going to do is put you guys on meeting options. Let me see how I can make it you guys can talk. Hold on.
All muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Sorry about that. I promise this is just it's a sparkling water. You can see what it is. Okay. I think you guys are at the point where you can unmute yourselves if you want to ask a question or share. Anybody? Leave me hanging, girls. Nobody wants to talk to me tonight? Make me cry. Annette, are you here? Kelly Rickett, somebody needs to talk to me. You guys always talk to me. Anybody hear me?
Hey, Cor, it's Jen.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for talking to me.
No problem. I loved it. I'm ready to come to Florida and go to a party.
Let's do it.
I will do it.
It's awesome. So fun.
Yes, it was definitely fun. I definitely want that script. That right brain, left brain is totally my group up here, so they'll love it.
Yeah, we'll get that posted for you guys. It's fun, and the guests, they love it because it's quick and easy. And depending on how much time the hostess has or doesn't have, you can pack less products, more products. You can talk about more things. So whatever. In the way you pack for every party can be a little bit different. So it's really great. I love that, though.
Yep, good.
Okay, I love this. Love all the ideas and love the validation that I'm doing a lot of things that you are. Yeah, girls, this is not rocket science, okay? It's fantastic, and you can totally do this. Hi! How are you? From Sebring, Florida. How's it going? Oh, I can't hear you. Your mic on? I can't hear you. I don't know how to make the sound thing go. Bianca, how do people get to talk? On the top, click the mic button. Hey, Kimberly. Looking. Well, I'm super excited that you guys were able to get on with me tonight because really having a party is so much fun and it shouldn't be hard or confusing. It's just fun. Okay, do you keep showing items as the previous items are being passed around, or do you wait for the items to go around the room? Nope, I keep on going, just like I did tonight. I pick up the products, I pass it, I pick it up, I pass it, and products are all over the place. By the end of the party, they're all over the floor. I mean, I'm tripping on stuff, but it's good because I want people to know that our products are fun and functional. They can take it with them on the go wherever they are. It's great. They love it. So yeah, I just keep on passing. Good question. Anybody else?
Hi, Courtney. It's Jen Cardamone.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. Would you limit the amount of things that you take with you, or would you just take whatever? And I don't know, like maybe if there was just too much, do you think it would be too distracting or take too long maybe with your presentation?
It's a good question. I don't take everything that I have because I try, hopefully I'm going to get a party from a party. And so I always make sure that I take like the main items. So I always make sure I have, of course, whatever's on customer special. I always try to take a Cindy Toad, some of the top selling items. I take those to almost every party. But then some of the side items, I will switch out what I take just so that at a party that maybe I booked from a party, that those people, if they're going to be similar guests, that they're going to be able to see something a little bit different. Okay. You guys will also notice that I typically, other than like maybe a thermal tote, I don't show cheap products usually. Because people buy what they see. So I don't show a lot of like the more inexpensive wallets or the small. I don't showcase those because I know people. I don't want somebody to come in and just buy a nail file and a rosette. I want them to come in and buy a Cindy tote, and then I'm going to throw on a matching thermal tote or a scarf, and then they're going to be able to get 2 customer specials. So now I've turned that into a $110 order. So I think that I wouldn't necessarily take everything that you have, and I would, again, you want to try, when you start doing your party presentations, you'll be able to gauge how fast you talk and how quickly you're able to move through the things that you want to share, because you want to definitely keep your presentation within like a normal time frame so that it's not going on and on and on. I used to take literally everything I had to every single party. I'm not kidding you when I said I had like 6 giant tubs. I really seriously had like 6 giant tubs, and I would be sweating, and I would have everything, and I felt like everybody needed to see everything, and I don't do that anymore. So I think that definitely the staple items you need to take to every party, like Cindy Tote, large utility, organizing utility, the Easy Breezy this summer, the Castle Cargo Purse has been a really good seller. In the wintertime, I take my organizing shoulder bags because that is a huge seller for me in the winter months. In the summer months, I don't sell as many of those, but I sell the inside out bag. So, you know, I still have those in stock, and so I might kind of switch it up to some of the parties, especially if I'm booking parties from parties. Does that answer your question?
It sure does. All right.
Hey,
Thank
Jen.
you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hey, Jen, with your $1,200 party, I feel like you did a great job. So whatever you did there, just keep doing it.
I'll try.
You can do it.
Another party coming up. I know.
Yay!
We're trying.
I'm so
Awesome.
excited. Okay, let's see. Kim said, my first party will actually be a women's conference at Crossroads to Church of Empower. Oh, how cool is that? Awesome. That's fantastic. Okay, and then Christy says, now I feel like I need to have different products. I don't even have a Cindy Tote. No, you don't need different products. You just have to get a couple of those other. But, girl, you're earning so many Woo to the Who cards for me that you can save those up and get yourself a Cindy Tote soon. So don't you worry about that. And soon, before we know it, we're going to have a new catalog that's going to be coming out, and then you can have an add-on kit. So I wouldn't go in there and, no, you don't have to be adding stuff. And if there's things that you guys need or want, let me know, because I am happy to let you guys borrow things, even if you're not local. Okay, I lost my connection at the end. Do you talk about the roundup as a group or just when people check out? And do you have a checkout station in another area? Okay, I do have a station that's not right. I'm usually in the room but to the side when I'm doing checkout. And roundup for 31 Gives, I do that during checkout. So I'll talk to them in checkout about rounding up to gifts. So I just make it part of, are you interested in rounding up? And they always say yes. Now, sometimes I take a URU product, and that's part of my presentation. So if you guys know, I don't have anything right now because I did have a URU cosmetic bag that I took for my own personal use. So I don't have anything in that collection right now to showcase. But when I was doing the Name That Tune party and the Match That First party, in there you'll see in both of those I mention gives, and I talk about 31 gives in the mission. So absolutely you can filter that into your party presentation, and you can talk about that with the mission of our company, and then definitely highlight that when you are doing checkout. Absolutely. Good question. My Stay Connected card, what is that? That is to let people know about my group on Facebook. Okay, so I'll show you guys again what that looks like. So I have a closed customer group on Facebook, and you guys know you can have those closed customer groups on Facebook, and they're really great because you can, you know, you cannot post your website or products and things like that all over your regular Facebook page. It's against Facebook's policy and procedure, DSA, DSWA 31, bad. However, in a closed group where you invite people to be a part, you can post your website, you can post about products, you can do whatever you want to do in there. Of course, keep it ethical and virtuous because that's how we are. But I encourage all of my customers and hostesses. So Heather Alvarez, who I shared a little bit ago, is a consultant on our team. She's been with us for a while now. I'm so excited she recruited last week. Oh, yeah, go Heather. She is not charging, but accepting donations because technically we can't charge other consultants for products, but she has some amazingly adorable connected to her Facebook. I know she has something that connected. Be the first to know about such. I don't know what that is. Friend me on Facebook and join my customers and hostesses group. So that's what this card is here. Okay, so definitely Heather has a whole bunch of designs in that group, and you guys will be able to check it out. Here. Heather, you can go ahead and post your group in our team. Hearing all kinds of background.
All it is.
I don't know where the background noise was, so I put you guys in that. Okay. Kim says, the best advice I got from a director at a CNC was don't try to memorize everything or show everything. Show what you have and talk about how all different types of people can use those products. Yep, I think that's a great suggestion. Up here. Somebody says, do I do games or prizes? Okay, my game is what we just did. So part of the party presentation, when I do the first party or the Name That Tune, I mean, the game is kind of built into what we're doing. So for Name That Tune, if they guess the right song, I give a business card instead of a ticket. I give business cards out, or we're doing the first party if I say letter V, and for me it's virtuous, but for them they pick out a Visa card, then I give them a ticket or business card for V. And then as far as prizes go, if I'm giving prizes to my customers, it's usually free personalization on an item, free shipping on an order. I used to have a little grab bag of goodies like nail files and key fobs, but I stopped doing that. So now I try to make something that is going to encourage them to buy. So I usually do free personalization or free shipping on their order that night. So that way it encourages them to place that order. Hey. Let's see. Hey. Anybody else have something they want to share? Oh, do I have to put you guys back on a different mode? Okay, hold on.
All are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, all attendees are muted, but you can unmute yourself by pressing *6. Yay, Connie! She got her Wood of the Who card. I can't wait to meet Connie at National Conference. Oh, I'm brilliant. You guys are too funny. Really, I'm not. I just love our cute products. I like to keep it fun. Okay, you said that you friend all of your customers on Facebook. Do you have a separate Facebook account, or do you let them friend you from a personal account? Good question. I do not have a separate Facebook account. Courtney Singer Hawkins is Courtney Singer Hawkins. The same Courtney that you guys are friends with, I'm friends with my customers and my hostesses on there too. Now, not everybody accepts my friend request, and that's okay. I do not have a separate Courtney page. I don't put anything on Facebook that I don't want the world to know about or to see, because it's just how I feel about social media. So if it's something that I don't want shared, I don't post it. So, of course, if there's anything that's happening inappropriate as far as people posting stuff on my wall, which has never happened, but if that happens, I would just defriend them. So I just do it as me. I don't have a fan page. I don't have anything like that, because I'm just regular Courtney Hawkins. I want people to know I'm just a regular person, just like you guys, just like them. And so, yep, I just post them just as regular old me. Yes, you guys should have a party tonight. Emily, you should have a big party tonight. Proud of you guys. And really, seriously, you guys, the party is fun and simple. And look, I mean, we started our webinar at 8 and it's 9:30, and I was able to get through all those products, talk to you about what I do. It's easy and simple and fun. And I'm telling you guys, the key, though, is in that hostess coaching that you're doing beforehand and establishing that relationship and connection. And then also what happens afterwards, and to have a vibrant, fun customer group where you're able to establish and maintain those connections. It's fantastic. And of course, we want to make sure that at the party that you are planting those booking seeds and planting those opportunity seeds, and make sure that you talk about the opportunity, because you guys, I hope that you know this by now, and I'll keep telling you, seriously, whatever you wish for, I want you to have it. You guys can seriously dream big. The sky is the limit. And the way to make that happen is to be engaged in your parties so that you're meeting new people, that you're celebrating them, encouraging them, and rewarding them, and then sharing the 31 opportunity. I'm telling you guys, it is life-changing. And really, I always think, like, how could I not share this with somebody? How can I keep this from somebody? I know how much it's changed me and blessed my life. How can I not share this opportunity with another woman? I mean, I feel like shame on me if I didn't, because it's changed everything for me. And I feel I get so excited when I see that you guys are sharing that dream, because it's for real. I'm a real person, just a real, regular, forgot to turn our air conditioning on before a webinar, forgets to name a product, a speech therapist. I'm just a regular girl. And this business has inspired me, it's blessed me, and it's changed me. And so I feel like I just have to share all these things. At my parties, it's such a great place to do that. I love my customers and my hostesses to the end of the world. Okay, I mentioned a training on hostess coaching. I did do a little, what's it called, Bianca? A video on hostess coaching where I show my hostess coaching packet. It's a video. And we will make sure it is on, actually all those videos are on our website, the30wonderfuls.com. The user ID is 30 Wonderfuls, capital T, HIRTYONEDERFULS, and the password is capital O, opportunity, OPPORTUNITY. And thank you, Bianca. So when you go on to the30wonderfuls.com, all of those videos are posted there. So you can see they're all part of my little cheesy 2-10-1 videos. So don't laugh because I've got pom-poms and the whole thing. But I got to do what I can do to get you guys excited. They're super great. So that is on there as well. Hey, anybody else?
Hey, Courtney, it's Kimberly.
Hey, how are ya?
All right, how about yourself?
I am fabulous.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to be having a debut party, but it's a party at the apartment complex I live in.
Okay, great.
And I'm wondering, you're mentioning about, bringing products and certain products. What would you recommend as far as products that I bring? I mean, obviously my kit, obviously.
Right.
But should I limit anything there? Because I don't know how many people are going to be there.
Are you doing it as like an open house style?
Yes.
Okay, so what I typically do for something that's open house style is you want to obviously take your kit products, and if you have other products, go ahead and take them. And anytime you're doing anything open house, I try to use the products a little bit. So I don't typically recommend that you do an open house style for your party presentations, but for this, obviously, if you're going to do this to showcase things, that's a great way to still get exposure. So I would kind of do it a little bit like I would set up at a vendor event. So okay. I would take the products that you have available, and I would stage them. So in other words, if you're going to take an easy breezy tote, you might roll up a couple beach towels and put it inside of there with a magazine, and kind of make them a little bit so they can see how those things function together. I would also make sure that when you're putting the products out, that you're putting the products like as a set almost, so that they're wanting to purchase more than one product. You want to make sure that you're getting some of those just very inexpensive picture frames that you can put up on the table, that you can post the Living Your Dreams flyer, you can post the monthly flyer. You want to absolutely make sure that you're getting contact information. That's super important. So you want to make sure that you have some kind of drawing or giveaway so that you're collecting information, the names and emails of the people who are there. So usually if you're offering something as an incentive, that's going to get them to put their name in the bag, and that will help. Okay. And then the other thing is, because it's actually a party too, what I would do is I would have your catalogs with your order forms and a monthly special inside, just like I showed you guys that I do for my parties. I would hand those out to people as they come in, introduce yourself, hand them a catalog with an order form and a monthly special in there, let them know that you're having a drawing or a raffle. And then I also do usually some kind of a scavenger hunt. When I have an open house style party, I have a couple hostesses who, that's the kind of parties that they've been doing with me for 7 years, so I'm not going to change. But I give them a purpose for being there. So you can there's one of our scavenger hunts is up on our team website. But definitely, you can even make up your own, and it's something like, which product displayed do you think would make the best beach bag? And so they can go by and see if they can find the name of it in the catalog. Or how many pockets does an organizing utility tote have? Or how many credit card slots does a timeless wristlet have? Because that way it gives them a purpose, and it gets them engaged and interacting with the product. So I usually do that when I have some kind of open house party, so that I can get people. Now, if you're setting up like these little vignettes, the same way maybe one of them looks like it might be something that somebody would go to the beach with, an easy breezy and a thermal tote, and a about down blanket. And then another little section looks like something for the gym, and another section looks like for the working mom, and something for the busy girl on the go, something for maybe somebody who's traveling, whatever. Then they can rotate around with their little scavenger, and it gives them something to do. And then on that scavenger hunt list, I always say something about the business opportunity, and I always ask questions about the hostess benefit, so that it gets them looking at what they can get if they hostess a party. So for a $500 party, how much free dollars does the hostess get to spend? How much, what is the cost for a new enrollment kit, and how many products come in that kit? And then you can ask them silly questions like, what is your favorite print in the catalog? If you could have, if money were not an object, what 5 products would you buy today? And that way, you have a point of conversation to have with them later. So that's what I would do.
A good idea. Thank you.
Awesome.
What about bringing like my own? Like if I have a organizing tote that I already have personalized, like as a mobile office.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I think the only time that I wouldn't bring something that you have is, if it's dirty, obviously, or ripped or something. I joke about that because at a leadership council that I went to 2 years ago, I had a Cindy tote. It was my first Cindy tote, and I love it. And I had it from the very beginning, and I love that Cindy tote. And I took it to leadership council, and Cindy Monroe walked up to me, and she goes, "Courtney Hawkins, why are you carrying that Cindy tote?" And literally, there was a great big giant hole in the bottom of it. And she's like, "You have got to get yourself a new Cindy tote." And so I came home, and she had sent me another Cindy tote because she was embarrassed I was carrying that bag around. But I loved it so much. So I say that because I do that when I love something a whole lot. So as long as it's not dirty, and even, past fabrics are okay. So I think, of course, if it's like from 4 catalogs ago and there's been like big product enhancements, I wouldn't necessarily showcase it. But if it's a fabric that's not from a current catalog, that's just a good talking point for you to say, hey, I purchased this as a customer, or I purchased this as a consultant a couple of years ago, or I got this when I hosted a party such and such, and we still have the same product, but we're so lucky because we changed our fabric choices out. And so it kind of will create a little bit of that urgency for them to buy things that night if they like it from you, because they'll know that those things are rapidly changing. So I think that's totally fine. Absolutely.
Okay.
Bring your
own
thing.
All right. Thank you so much for answering those questions.
No problem. Okay, girls. Thank you for being with me tonight and partying with me live. It was so fun. And I will be with you guys very soon. I hope you guys are all having an awesome summer. And if you guys need me, have any questions at all, seriously, Facebook me, inbox me, email me, anything you guys need. I am here for you. So go out there and 2-10-1. Let's have 2 parties this month. There's still time with 10 guests, and get those at least 1 recruit. I'm so excited. Seriously, I'm so excited about what you guys are doing. Keep sharing that vision. So, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.